Butler is a mixed media artist, designer, and instructor for the creative industries. She works with a variety of mediums and enjoys sharing her creativity through teaching. Today, Anne is here to share a super cool snowman pin. I'm delighted to welcome Anne Butler. Hi, Anne.
Thanks, Tiffany. Hi, everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to make a little wooden snowman pin out of, have you ever seen those little spoons that, I know they come in ice cream, the little cups of ice cream, and I'm going to show you how to recycle these and make these into a little snowman. You can also buy these in big packages. So I'm going to put this down to my workstation if Tiffany wants to put that picture up. This is the pin that we are going to make today. He's just quick and easy to make, and it's a great little teacher gift or a gift for, some friends that you don't want to spend a lot of money on because you have so many to buy for at work or something. Now what we're going to do is we start with the little wooden spoon, and you're just going to take acrylic paint. You would just use white acrylic paint and paint his body. I like to have things finished on both sides if I'm giving them away. So I would paint both sides of the little spoon and let that dry. When you're putting paint on so thin, it dries pretty quickly. And I like to give him a little bit of dimension. So after I have him painted, I like to just add a little bit of brown or copper around the edge, just to give it that vintage feel. And I use just a little bit of Rustic Finishes shimmers in the copper to do that. And I just use like a little makeup sponge, and I just put that in there, and I'll dab it off. You can use a cosmetic sponge or a small paintbrush, but I'm more of a base coat painter. I'm not a decorative painter by any means, and I don't do faces well. So I do things real simple here. So you just rub that around the edge. You can even use your finger to rub it in as much as you want. And if you have painted both sides, it makes it easy. If you make a mistake, you can just flip it right on over, and having this edging around on both sides isn't going to hurt. So I just put it just right around the sides there. It just gives it a little dimension. And then I take a black Sharpie, a very fine point black Sharpie. This one has a little mark on it. And I just go around the edges and just do little lines and a couple little slash marks. And this is just giving it a little more detail. So I do that all the way around the whole body. So it would look something like this one. So that just gives it just a little more detail. And then you want to put a few little buttons on him. And for the buttons, you can use any color you want. I have a teal color here with me. And what I use the tip of an eraser, because that's just about the size that I want. And you can put 2 or 3 buttons depending upon how big your little tool is that you're using. And I'm working upside down, so I dip it into the shimmers and then I dip it off onto a little paper plate or something, napkin. And if you don't get it exactly, you can just go back down again. And doing it this way, when you're pressing down onto here, sometimes you have a little dimension with the paint, and that's okay. So I just do 3 little buttons, and then on those buttons, this is still wet. I'll show you on him. See if it can come into focus. I just add with a black Sharpie, I put the little buttonholes and then I kind of stitch around it with a black Sharpie just to give it some detail. And then I put a little heart on him just because I thought he could use it. You can put a little heart on his body or a little star. You don't have to put anything. So for that, I use just a little bit of the red, and I'm using just the tip of a tiny little tool that I have. You could use the tip of a straight pin. That would work really well. But since I don't draw hearts really good, I just put 2 little dots and then I pull it down. So that makes my heart. If you are good at drawing, you can just draw your own little heart on there. And then again on the heart, I took and went around the edges and then just put a couple little stitching lines on there. And from there you would just draw your face. So I'm doing this upside down, so if I don't get it perfectly, you'll know. But I used the black Sharpie for that again. And I just put a couple little dots for the eyes. You can also use the head of a pin and use some black paint. And I got these just off a little bit. So I just do 2 little circles. I do 2 little circles for the mouth, and then I just kind of make it come around. Now for the nose, I actually used a Sharpie that has a fat point, and I just kind of draw the nose on there like that, and then I come back with the black Sharpie and do the outline for it. So quick and easy. And you would take and out of the little felt, you make a little tiny hat and you put a little scarf on it and do a pin back. And if Tiffany wants to put up the kit, I am offering a kit on this today. And in the kit, you will get 6 small snowman bodies. They're about 2 to 2.5 inches big. 2 of those will be started for you. So 2 of those will have the white paint and the trim around them. And you will also get 6 bodies that are bigger, that are the bigger spoons. They're about 3 3/4 inches. You'll get 12 pin backs, assorted fabrics for the hat and the scarf. So in the kit today, you would have enough to make 12 pins, and the price on that is $12.95.